Ha! Would you look at that? I know how to use fucking timecode and the rest of them, baby. Okay, hello folks, welcome back to my channel. Nikolai here, back today with a new video. Just got done editing together the night walk in Trondheim and lightning work and timecode etc. for yesterday. So those I'm gonna be uploading right around the corner here. Yeah. Well, the antenna is very fine, so we have to make a bracket or something for that, because that one is 10.5. Oh well, 10 on 6 to be more appropriate. Anywho, we're back today, and this is gonna be just a random video really. Right now I'm gonna export this, look through that a bit. There are probably gonna be some live programming, maybe record a video, a gaming video for once in a while. Then I'm gonna go in the shower, and then, well, when morning comes, we're gonna be packing up that backpack, and we are gonna be heading on down to a coffee house. We're gonna have ourselves a coffee, and well, by any luck, this afternoon, if Oscar is up for it, we're gonna go do more work on Oscar's car. Now, yeah, to put it lightly, he has done quite a bit the last couple of days. He has got the new like USB, I don't know if I could replay it now, but basically he has installed a like USB, like 2-3 USB hub kind of diddly do for the USB. He has installed a actual USB outlet in the back instead of the cigarette outlet. He has gotten the actual GPS, a Garmin GPS. Yes, he has Android Auto, but his personal preference, he like having the GPS like up instead of like down on the actual stereo. That he has done. He's got the LED bar now. So that's also a thing. So yeah, by any luck we can do that throughout the day, or by any luck, if my Posten tracking is correct, my Ladi brand package will arrive today. Which means I can finally get my S22 cover, D-brand cover, instead of the S23, which I accidentally ordered wrong the last time. Which is good. I had to pay for return, but the shipping. But they sent me a new one without charging me extra for shipping and whatnot, so not really a problem. So yeah. So that's kind of where we are. So I'm going to sit there and wait for this to export now, and then I'll update you folks. Okay, back here with the update. We're soon doing the exporting it up. Just sitting here, scrolling through, learning myself a little more up on the timecode pages and whatnot, since these are Christian's timecode pages and stuff. So learning myself up on how they work and stuff, and how to set up like all of the like sequences and whatnot. Oh heavens. Yeah, the spot wash strip. Excuse me? How did those become sequences? Huh? Excuse me, I don't have those sequences in here. Effect gen go. Color 1 2. Yes, I do. Because these are at 101, but their LT is at 165. So I'm able to move these. I'm able to move these buttons around a bit. because I don't really want those laying inside my timecode view. What had happened is that my FX gem buttons here in screen 2 are showing up on LT165, so they show up as a sequence, and I don't want that showing up in my timecode pool item. Yeah, those are fine. Those are my own macros, so those are fine. Yes, I don't want those showing up in my sequences, so I'll probably move those. And also, as I talked about in last episode, I moved my save all macro to the like view page, so I can press that one and always have that one available, even though I'm not dig down in another page than my color effects page, because I only have my actual save all macro laying on top together here with my XML layer and logout button, so our macro. So yeah, so that's what I'm currently working on, and as soon as that one is done, I'm going to upload that. Probably sit here and watch some more of this, then I'll head in the shower, and after that I'll probably play around more with timecode. Potentially play around more in capture, I don't know, we'll see. So basically, if you haven't understood it already, the rest of this diet is going to be GrandMA and potential timecode heaven and capture heaven. So yeah, so I'll update you guys in a bit. Well, this is why we do troubleshooting, people. You see, I got my highlight macro here. I click it, it's like, oh, 100, maybe like, something ain't right here. Select executor 100 or 1.101 or 100.1, or what did I do? No, wait, or did I do, no, what the hell did I do? 100.1. Aha. So if we do, hey, select executor 100.2 here, or okay, now I'm very confused. What the hell did I do? 1.101. Aha. So select executor 101.1 or 1.101. Boom, Q1 highlight, because that is on my first sequence. So yes, it is indeed using, yes, he is using those. But then I would preferably like to move those to 100 dot something. That is said, my point is, this is going to be a long night. Okay, folks. Let's, so 101, buttons 100, okay. So let us fix this together here now. Do I have a macro for this? Create TCXX, yes. Which means I can do this very easily if I want to. First of all, I'm just gonna oops back all of this until we renamed that yes. Back here. Good, save all, call it a day. Timecode pages, this is where the fun starts. So we're gonna take and copy this and just throw it into, well, I'm just gonna go into my StageK license sound server, GrandMA, and I'm just gonna post it right in there. And just pull it up here. So now, this is where we're gonna have to start getting funky. Because we need to delete executor 1.101. And now I don't have a numpad, but I changed. If I'm lucky, since we are in the same on PC session, though that's not gonna work. Well, that means I am stealing the now, where those direct action? Run me up on this shit again, Christian. Direct actions, yes, as I thought. Direct action. Now what we need to do is restore this one to TCXX, yes, to make sure those are correct. We need to go back to our create timecode SX, and we gotta do 100.1 through 100.50, and then 100.56 is gonna be our clips A. And then 100.57, it's gonna be our clips B. Oh, buddy. And then timecode automations is gonna be 100.58. Then we need to change this one to appearance 100.1 through 100.50 U. Then we gotta change U to 100.56 through 100.57. Yes. And then we gotta do 100.58. So crossing my fingers, if I have done this macro correct right now, create TCs, TCX. Oh no. Oh no. Scheiß, brother. Yikes. Okay, let me just do store U. Just to see what it did. Wait, did I create executors instead of creating sequences? Wait. Did I run the wrong macro? I think I ran the wrong macro. Yes, I did the wrong macro. I did the wrong macro, because if you look at this macro, 113 through 162 and appearance on them. But that still doesn't... Oh no. Is that macro still the same? No, that's create TCXX. No, that's still not the same. Do cold view, undo cold view, undo that, undo that, undo that, undo that. Undo cold view, undo cold view, undo cold view, story exec. Undo changing CMD. And we gotta do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay. So, we did... Well, I mean, it deleted my executors, but that was not what I wanted it to do. Because these are sequences. So what I need to do, technically speaking, is... Let me just save all of this right now, just to be on the safe side. Now, I'm wondering if it's saving to that USB drive right now, because it's certainly not saving to any USB drive here. But yes. Let's do create TC sequences. And let's change you to 100.1 through, we got 50 songs, 100 through 50. And then appearance 100.1 through 100.150. Okay, so if I now run this macro, okay, something is, excuse me. Never mind. So page 100. Hold up here a minute. Hold up here a minute. Scroll back here. Because that's a button 100 and they start at 101. Aha! So we were on the right track. We just assigned it to the wrong thing. So macros, create timecode XX. We were on the right place. Kind of. Just that we need to do 100.101 through 100.150. And then we just... Oh god. 100 dot. 100 dot. 100 dot. 100 dot. 100 dot. The appearance executed 100.1 through 100.50. You 100.u through 100.u, and then 100.u, blah 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 blah. Okay, all right. So just so I can actually see this happening, I'm gonna assign this macro right there, so I can actually see it happen. Boom! Now does that delete the macro? Or does that delete the... No, that just unassigns it, okay. But there! Boom! Problem solved! Now I need to change my second macro, which is TC rename X. Oh my... Oh boy! I forgot that the labeling happens individually. Oh heavens. Well, out of shortcuts we go. So that way I can 100.101 100 dot it's just like I might as well just copy this at this point, and then just like here, boom, boom, call it a day. That's like the easiest way for me to do shit at the moment. Oh god. Well, I'll see you guys now. Hopp minute. Cough. Cough. Okay, we are back. And now comes the fun part. TC rename. Just let it run through its 50 lines of code. I'm back here real quick just to update you guys. I've updated some shit. So, first of all, I've gone through my sequence tab. I can show you guys the command line, I guess. I have, yes. So as you can see here, I've started executed buttons, blah 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 blah, label macro, edit macro, store view, blah blah blah. Yes. So here you can see, delete sequence 9 through 61, delete sequence 113 to 164. Delete sequence, delete sequence, delete sequence, delete sequence 62 through. Basically what has happened is that, first of all, I've been on this file for a while, and I have one macro which technically speaking is supposed to make 50 sequences. And then one that should rename those sequences to song, that through that. Now here is the thing. When you run the create executor, the create executor macro, it automatically creates sequences for that macro, which is kind of a problem. They're easy to move. I can simply make a macro to move them, but basically what I've done here now is simply just changed around my macro. So in my macros pool now, my create TC executors, what we did before, rename executors, what we did before, but this create sequence here, or store sequences, we're just going to drop storing those sequences because it stores them automatically. And then we have the other macro I made, which is add queues to exec, which, well, I guess since we theoretically speaking don't need... Okay, delete that one. Just delete that one, okay? and then okay, put you guys there. Then move we, and then move you there. Restore, TC macros, enter, call it a day. So now this is what I want to show you guys. So if I have done this correctly, this macro right here is supposed to store Q1 through 50. So it's supposed to store 50 Qs at executor 100.101, so page 100, executor 101 through page 100, executor 150, / overwrite. So it should overwrite the first queue and just create completely new ones. So I'm gonna assign this one to here. So we can be on our exec page. And if everything goes to plan here now, I'm gonna try and record this with my phone as well. Okay, I'm gonna try to record this for you too, Yashi. I'm recording with my GoPro down here as well now. So I took this macro right here and I assigned the macro to a views tab here. So I can just quickly access it from there. So if I've done everything correctly, we should 50 queues be populated across all of these. No, that did not go to plan. Store queue at... Well, it selected my executor. Here. Oh no. Oh no, don't tell me you did... Hold up. Don't tell me you did. Yes, hello, you were supposed... Okay, I'm gonna try to record it for you too. Okay, so clearly I have some work to do because it stored that so I took page 1, not page 100. And I assigned the macro to a views tab. So that did not go to plan. Access it from there. So if I've done everything correctly, we should 50 queues be populated across all of these. Excuse me. No, that did not go to plan. Excuse me. 100.101 through 100.150. That is not executor 1, my guy. So I'm gonna tweak that macro a bit, test it out a bit, and we'll be back. Okay, folks, we are back, and if I've been smart now, I think I have solved myself one problem. So first of all, we're gonna create our TC sequences. Oh, that created the sequences, yes. Then we're gonna create our TC executors. Rename the executors. Yes, good. Then we're gonna assign our sequences to our executors. Then we're gonna go to our sequences tab. Or we're gonna head to another page, just a empty, okay, delete. So I'm just gonna fuck. Clear screen, thank you. Then we're gonna add a sequence pool. Then we're gonna click the... Well, I didn't do that yet, fuck. I'm just gonna store this one here. Macros. Then delete these macros. And then I'm gonna assign delete OG No. Assign you to there. Then go back here. So if I have done anything correctly, I should be able to go delete OG sequences. We want to delete sequence 11 through 63. Confirm delete, yes. Error processing delete skew equals delete sequences. Operation aborted. Hey. Oh yes, wait. Oh god, bruh. I know what I did. 11 through 63. And then confirm delete. Yes. Boom. So basically, if you are wondering, macros. Basically what I'm doing there is that I'm making a variable called delete CQ, and then it asks which sequences I want to delete. So in this case it was 11 through 63. Because when you create the executors, it automatically creates a sequence on the lowest number in your sequence pool that is not occupied. But of course, we don't want that. For our timecode pool items, we want our sequences to start at 2001 through 2050. Besides from our timecode automation and stuff, so I need to reassign a sequence for that and do some small edits to that. So basically, it's asking us if we want to do that, and then it asks us if we want to confirm, which is another variable called confirm. If we press Y for yes, it will delete sequence and then use the information from that variable to determine which sequences it's going to delete. And then if you press no, it's going to say sequence is not deleted, and then you just press enter again to go on. So that's how that macro works. But yeah, that's kind of funny, because that reminds me of something we need to do. So TC sequences 2058. So 2058. So store sequence 2058 appearance sequence 2058 through 2059. So that's actually going to be 60, ain't it? TC sequences 61, 60, 50, no, 58, 59, 60, yes. So you're actually going to be through 60. And then you're going to be appearance sequence 2058 through 2059 is gonna be slash green equals 100, I believe. And then I need to create TC executors. Yes. And then we got that color information for the last ones. So TC create sequence, appearance sequence 2060, boom, bada bing bada bang, good. Which means I also need to add some fancy shit inside of my label stuff here. So label sequence 2058 timecode is it here? Yeah, clips A, clips B, yes. So we want to label sequence 2058 clips A. Oh God, yes, if I know how to type. Label. Then label sequence 259 clips B. Oops. Clips B. And then label sequence 2060 timecode automation. Boom. Good. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. So now it's time to test the macros. Holy heavens. Okay. So delete executor 100.101 through 100.150. That should also delete my... Nope, that did not delete my sequences, but then I can just do delete sequences 2001 through 2050. Yes! Bye-bye! So that is blank executors, blank you. Okay, so now I'm gonna record this for Yashi. So yeah, so I'm now gonna try and design a macro for automatically adding 50 queues to all of these. Okay, I'm back. So I moved that out by a lot of my stuff now, we could say. So I've consolidated all my macros. So pretty much now the creation, appearance, and renaming all happens within one macro. So we got create TC pools, for example. It creates them, changes the appearance, labels them. Create TC sequences, stores the sequences, appearance the sequences, labels the sequences. Macros, create the macros, labels the macros. And I will probably include in that one that is going to copy like the timecode preset macro whatnot, which has all the like variables or whatnot for this entire, that basically all the macros have. And then assign sequences. I may actually just add this into the actual create sequence line. You just gotta remember that you have to create the executors first, then create the sequences. If not, funky shit can happen. And then you can then delete the OG ones. And then add queues, that one, and then I move TC pages into the single one. So if we now go on TC pages and I run this one, it should create the pages, and in 2 seconds it should rename them all. Because I've added a 2-second wait after before the label lines to make sure that MA actually has time to generate the pool items before the programmer starts asking to rename stuff that may not exist yet. So yeah. But then that's done. Then we can assign create TCXX right there. Which means if we create those, it will do that in appearance, and then it shall label all of those. And then I just need to manually go assign on you, not assign twice, assign once, change you to a width of 3, select empty, empty, select on you. Then we can go back onto my macros, assign delete, then assign create TC sequences. So if I press this one now, it should create my sequences, then rename my sequences. Then I'll go then I'm gonna assign the sequences. Then we're gonna go here, 11 through 63. Through 63, confirm delete, yes, bye bye, those are now gone, good. And we got pages, executors, macros, sequences, and the timecode pool elements. Wow, the system works. That I've coded all of these from the ground up here. Also pain in the butt. So now the only thing I have to figure out is that the add queues to executors. And then theoretically speaking, I could just have these macros buried on another page, and then I could just create a timecode start macro, which basically references all of these elements in order and creates timecode pools, executors, TC sequences, macros, copy macros, assigns sequences, add queues, creates TC sequences, and in the end pulls up information about which are the old sequences, and then ask you if you want to delete them. So theoretically speaking, I can do all of this I'm doing with, well, practically 7 macros. I can do all of that with one macro just by referencing them, or coding quote unquote it all into one macro. But it's nice to have them separated as well, so if you just need to redo one thing like create XX or queues, you can just do that off of that one macro instead of having to use the entire macro and have everything be recreated or have to do it manually. So here we are. So now I'm gonna figure out a way of how to, by some magical miracle, copy timecode preset to the TC macro preset to all the macros. Because to be honest, as long as they're not used for a timecode item, it doesn't matter if it's the same TC variable in each of them. I'll just have to remember to change them, because there's not a I don't have any Lua plugin installed, so I can do Lua scripts. Because if I had, I would make a Lua script that would automatically go in and change line 2 in that macro and rename it when I use the rename track macro. So I got a fair amount left to do on the show file when it comes to macro work and whatnot, but we're chugging along. Okay, I'm back, folks, and I've done a lot of work to this QSEC. Basically what I found out so far is that you need to select the executor before you can store queues to it. So basically what I've ended up doing is just making a macro that selects the executor, Wait, did I just... I added it to the wrong thing. The weight was supposed to be on the executors. BRB. I am back and I corrected stuff up. So I corrected it, so I changed them to be the executor. So we'll select the executor, wait 0.10 seconds, and then do its actual thing. So, by any luck of the imagination, once we run this one... Wow, we got 50 Qs on all the fuckers, you schlonk. Wow, that took me way too long to figure out. Now I just need to add into that macro also, well, what's gonna be the timecode automation and stuff. So that's just 50 Qs. The timecode automation in clips A and B is gonna be exactly the like song count, whatnot. So those doesn't really matter. That's just for timecode automation, whatnot. So that way, if we wanted to run fully off of timecode, we can set up the timecode automation. So that way we don't even have to select the tracks. It just knows when to change timecode pool item and does it automatically, which means we can pretty much just leave the board or console to do its thing and just not even care about it. So we finally got that working. Only took me like an hour. Sun's starting to come up. Well, I'll maybe hit the shower first, and then eventually I'll probably head out to a coffee shop or something and sit myself down, do more programming there. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm back. Apparently I was using the wrong syntax. So you can see our 100 lines of code have become 2 lines of code. The first one is store queue 1 through 50, executor 100, page 100, executor 101 through page 100, 150. Store queue 1 through 50, executor 100, 156 through 158. So, if everything goes to plan here now... Oh, wait. I forgot to do one thing here. Slash override. Or overwrite. Slash override. Okay. So now with the override attribute right there, if I hit this one. If I have the 0, 10... If I add like a half a second, I think I know what's happening here. If I add like a 2-second wait after that one. Okay, so by any luck, I've reverted back to older version of my show file that hasn't been saved since 3 AM and re-imported my macros. Felt comfortable doing that since macro work is pretty much the only thing I've been doing in here. So by any luck, now, if I run this create macro, we should not have a limit exceeded. Fuck. Oh. Okay, I'm back and I just manually did all my queues and stuff. I don't know what GrandMA was on with not wanting to use the macro, but it works just fine when I store them manually. So I'm gonna call this stuff done now. My executor buttons are done. Macros, sequences, timecode pool, we're done with all of that. Is there any info in here? No. Which means delete sequence, 7 through 53. Bye. I don't know, I have a random empty sequence 5. But, okay. Sure. But there. Pull, sequences, macros. I don't remember if there was macros for clips A, B, and timecode. I'm pretty sure there is. But those will take later. Oh. I see what happened. Assign you at executor 100.158. Assign you executor 100.159. Good. Assign timecode automation executor 100.160. So if I now go over to here, move. Those were the wrong ones, but here we are. And then you need to change again to a width of 3 and all of this stuff again. Because my smart ass forgot to assign the sequence before I deleted those other sequences. So yeah, so we now have timecode pools, sequences, macros, executors, pages, and then, well, this one, which is our layout view for like CDJs and whatnot and all of that shenanigan. Holy heavens. And then we got the like beam, bisque, etc. and then fader. I don't know why those show up there. Oh, that's not even in the timecode view. Oh yeah, because that's the different view. So yeah, we're practically done setting up the timecode shit. Oh, holy heavens. So yeah, how about you say, I'm gonna now enjoy that shit, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm back, and I have saved this show file as TC test. So I've saved a new file. So now we're gonna test this here now. Now the problem here kind of is that my SMPTE input is all the way over here. It's not really a problem because I have the laptop over here. So technically speaking, it's not really a problem, but yeah, remind me later. So move this over to this monitor, which is a little more color accurate. So rename track song _1 rename. I'm gonna find a track to import into Reaper here. Split items at cursor. Split that cursor. Bye. Bye. Thank you. So now, how will this be out of... Without the SMPTE... just manually select you then. And then there we go. Okay, all right. So, now this is where the fun begins of actually doing timecode work. Move to screen 2 so I can pull up my timecode pool element right here. So now, master, space is go plus. Okay, here goes nothing. Okay, let's see some playback. Or so she should be. Excuse me. Now you should be in play mode. There we go. So I'm not touching the keyboard right now. This should just all go by timecode. Okay. The timecode system works! Well, 33 cues, I believe. So that's the normal one, then the kick kicks in. Two X, 4X, down. Last trigger, timecode should, there we go, stop. That system works! 4X. Wow! So do. Okay, I can officially say we have a timecode layout, whatnot, that works. Or well, works or works. As far as the timecode pulse goes, blah 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 blah, it works. It's a little funky with the exec pages. I had to move that one over manually through my pages. It did not pull the page automatically, but that's just something I need to change in that one plugin. So, let's see here. So that's gonna be black. Whew, yeah, that's a cold headband light. So you guys are back after being in the freezer for a whole minute. Howdy. Lol. Okay. Next one is gonna be breakdown. Well, that could have been one single group, but okay. X. So that's the actual drop. Okay, so like the actual breakdown is actually there. Okay, so we kinda got some stuff in here, but it's not really. Some of these cues are not really needed. To be completely honest with you, but like that intro, that's fine. Next one, fine. Q1, please. Go to Q1. Thank you. Var. Funky perfect. Yes. Oh. Nice. Ha. Se på det. Nice. Well, I think I can officially say that as far as the pools go and queues and whatnot, I would say that we are pretty set and good. Queues work, timecode playback through MIDI is working like supposed to. Yeah, everything is Gucci. Holy heavens. So I think it's probably about time for me to maybe take a shower. Whatnot. Since I haven't showered in like 3-4 days now. And then after that, well, technically speaking, probably head out. To a coffee shop or something and sit and work a little bit more. Hey. Probably. So yeah, that's the thing. If I could go to the shower and then just like lay down, get like 2 hours of sleep, then I would be good. I would be fine for the rest of the day. What not? Because now I'm really starting feeling it. Since well right now we've just been renaming stuff and just kind of testing that timecode works. Because now the thing that was grinding my mind because it was not working is now, well, not working, but I found a workaround, I guess we could say. That's gonna use a whole minute to upload. So yeah. I don't know how long this video has gone now or become now, so I think I'm just gonna call this its own separate video, and if me and Oscar decides to do something this afternoon, I'll make that a new video. So yeah, I guess another timecode related video for you folks. Or well, GrandMA related however. Macro madness and whatnot. I should probably end off my unlisted stream on Stage K because I was going to show Yoshi some stuff. I was trying to use Vimeo, but that didn't really go to plan because Vimeo has become less of a... it has become less of a... you know... I mean, as far as uploading videos and stuff, sure, but... well... it's become less a less private person or end user friendly platform over the years. It's become more of a business profile with webinars and you paying for streaming and blah 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 blah. Vimeo was like that back in the day, but I see that has clearly changed. So as far as for my not safe for work gaming content, I think I may have to find a different platform to put that on. Although Pornhub wouldn't exactly be ideal, not Chatterbait either. Now I'm talking like Decopara, not safe for work mod, blah 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 blah. All of that shenanigans. All that's shenanigans, well, Simon and Dunk anime, for example. Because that's a little more on the, even more on the mature side than Cyberpunk in itself.
Var.
Sure. So yeah, so I said I think I'm just gonna leave you guys off here. And then I'm gonna take the Holy Heavens morning sun. And then I'm gonna take and head in the shower. Maybe catch some sleep, I don't know, we'll see. And then, well, I'll got this thing and its battery and overheating, so I need to finish this up really quick. So I'm gonna take and save that to the other file or whatnot. So yeah, so obviously thank you guys for watching, but that could live here. If you liked the video, a like would be greatly appreciated, and as always check out links down below for my socials as well as my other channels. Other than that, stay tuned, stay awesome, and Nikolai out.